am very pleased to be joined by a wonderfully charming and supremely talented actor. Her career has spanned stage, film and television, and you'll know her for her riveting performances in shows like BBC's The Split, Paramount's The Serial Killer's Wife, and Disney Plus's The Rivals. She's here to talk about her upcoming role in the new season of Channel 4's psychological thriller The Couple Next Door. Please welcome the amazing Annabel Scholey.
Hello.
Annabelle.
Thank you for calling me charming.
Well, let me tell you, I think you're very charming, I have to say.
Thank you.
Very charming. But less charming in your character in The Couple Next Door. Yes. I mean, it is a dark psychological thriller of a show. It gets billed as such. It's about affairs, basically, isn't it?
It kind of is, yes. Although I'd say Series 2's definitely got more of a thriller edge to it. There's more mystery, more danger.
Right.
But yes, there are still affairs and roving eyes.
Roving eyes. Well, it's because it's not in a sort of cheap way. You know, like it could be cheeky, couldn't it? That kind of idea of affairs.
Yes.
But it's such a intelligent, smart series set in this cul-de-sac, which sort of becomes a character in itself, doesn't it?
It really does. And actually, it's one of the only linking things from Series 1 to Series 2. We go back to the same cul-de-sac. We've only got one character from Series 1, Alan, who carries through into Series 2, which is great.
Yeah.
He's amazing, Hugh Dennis.
Yes, I was going to say Hugh Dennis is so funny. He's so different.
He's so different. He's got a really good storyline in this. It's a very different storyline for him, which is great. It is. I guess it is about affairs, but it's also about my character Charlotte Roberts is a very high-flying surgeon.
Yes.
And she's 41, and she is top of her game. She's just heavy with responsibility and at that point in her life where she thinks everything is great, and then suddenly realizes, is this it? Like, what's next? Am I actually happy? Am I happily married? Do I not want something more? She's not a mother.
Yes.
She didn't want to be a mother.
Yeah.
So she's dealing with that and the judgment of that. So it's kind of about a woman at 40 going, what's next?
Sure.
You know, what's the next chapter of my life?
And she's a fascinating character because she is quite obviously a high flyer. Has to be the leader of the surgery, the theatre that she works
she's
in.
head of cardio.
Cardiothoracic. Is that
Cardiothoracic surgery.
Yeah,
yes.
I said it right. I was worried I'd say cardiojurassic.
No,
must be dinosaurs.
That's a different thing.
Different dinosaurs, operating on dinosaurs. And plays this in this very stern hierarchical structure.
Yes.
She's kind of the top of the tree, really.
She is. She's quite formidable at work. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed
I was
playing
going to say, is that fun?
I loved it. Yeah. I mean, I was a head girl at school. I really loved getting it right, getting A's. I was very annoying. So I enjoyed, because I didn't go to university, I just went to drama school.
Right.
No A-levels necessary. And I guess I missed that. So I was enjoying playing this high-flying surgeon, and I enjoyed my cap and my goggles and my scrubs and everything.
I would love to have that feeling of like having a proper job, you know, like our work. So kind of
being a grown-up.
Yes,
absolutely.
Exactly.
That's how it was one of the things that attracted to me about this role. And also a massive Grey's Anatomy fan, Christina Yang fan. So I was like, oh my God, I get to be cardio.
Yes.
A cardio god like her.
Yes.
And it was amazing. We got to actually research that. We went into an open heart surgery in Belgium.
Wow.
Which I didn't know. I didn't know how I'd react, because I can be a bit fainty.
I pass out at the sight of blood, so I would have probably fallen into the table.
Yes, so do I. I've done that before in blood tests, quite recently, actually. And I didn't. I just found it absolutely fascinating. And I stood there going, my God, I wish I'd gone to med school. This is incredible. They were so calm. The radio was on. They knew what they were doing. They all stood there in their Crocs.
Yes, they love a Croc, don't they?
Love a Croc. And I just thought, my God, thank God we've got these creatures who can do this and be calm, you know.
Rather than us in showbiz.
Yeah.
We're like,
useless.
Shiny surfaces.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Lovely. Well, I want to talk more about your role in The Couple Next Door, but also some of your other amazing roles, and not least, Rivals. So we're going to talk, if you don't mind staying with us.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk more after this. You're listening to Virgin Radio, and I'm delighted that my guest is. We've been having a lovely chat during the song there. And we've been talking to the wonderful Annabel Scholey. And before the music and the break, we were talking about your new project, Annabelle, the Couple Next Door, the second series of Channel 4's psychological thriller. And it's what I love about it is how kind of quirkily cartoonish the setting is, but yet how darkly kind of Scandinavian the storytelling and acting is.
Absolutely. The tone, I think they've tried to set, and they have done it very well, is almost an otherworldly, kind of American vibe to look at. It's quite glossy. But they wanted this otherness. I mean, it is set in Leeds in West Yorkshire, where I'm from.
Yes.
But we filmed in Belgium.
It doesn't look like that.
It doesn't look like that, no. Inside the hospital, maybe.
Maybe.
But I think they just wanted it to be placed with an otherness about it. And I think people like watching that. I like watching that.
I think there's an escapism to it. Or
100%,
you can disappear into that world for a bit.
Exactly. And people want to watch that at the moment. I think that is the kind of the genre that people are interested in at the moment.
For sure.
Escapism.
and I like the way that you get to escape into all the characters you play. They're often high status, they're serious, they're very anguished people, but at the top of their game. Do you enjoy that?
I do. I very much enjoy playing all the different types of roles. I'm lucky I haven't been typecast. But yeah, I mean, I like playing Nina in The Split, having my own corner office in East London and, dabbling in law, which I actually did consider doing when I was a kid. And, that's my favourite thing about the job. You get to jump around into other people's realities and time travel sometimes as well. And I used to love history at school. So
Same.
I do enjoy that. I enjoy playing high-powered businesswomen. And then I did a drama, a Northern Irish drama for BBC last year, Dead and Buried. And she was very working class Northern Irish teacher with bipolar disorder. And, it's just incredible the opportunities I'm getting.
Yeah,
and at this age as well. I didn't when I graduated at 21, I did not think at 41 I'd be getting this many amazing roles. So it's brilliant.
Well, it's absolutely well deserved as well. You're always so mesmerising on screen.
Thank you.
And I know that as you say, you've got to play different characters. And one of my favourite fun things that you got to be part of was Rivals.
Yeah.
And series 1.
Yes.
We may remember you from the opening scene.
The Mile High
the
Club.
Scene.
Yes.
Yes.
Moment 1.
You were saying, if you don't mind me mentioning, that you have to give your dad certain time codes when he has to leave the room if he's watching something like that.
I often do have to do that. My poor dad, ever since I graduated, even in the theatre, I was like, Dad, drop the programme at this point. Look down. Yes, I give my mum the time codes when he has to leave. And my father-in-law too as well. They all have to go. But yeah, Rivals is it's great to be part of. We're filming series 2 at the moment, and I get to play this really horrible woman. I mean, obviously I'm trying to find her underbelly, her soft side. There's a reason for her behaviour, I hope. Yes. But she's great fun.
I was going to say, it must be so much fun. I mean, that's what's so wonderful about watching Rivals is how playful it is. And yet there are moments of heart-stopping sadness and vulnerability about this character.
Brilliantly pitched, brilliantly acted. It's a privilege to be back and actually have a really great storyline this time. And the costumes and makeup the costume designer he's my friend from The Split, Ray Holman. He's incredible. He is just bringing out some classics from the 80s. Enormous shoulders.
Yes, absolutely.
Pink eyeshadow. It's great.
Are you going to have a perm?
I have a mullet.
Of course.
Which is larger than ever before. It's massive. It's great. Yeah.
Oh, well, so, and you can tell us that you're in Series 2, is that right?
I am in Series 2. We are currently filming that, so very exciting.
I was just so upset when that finished because I just thought it was so much fun.
So did I.
Series 1,
I watched it. I watched it because I was barely in it, so I was able to properly just watch it as an audience member and absolutely loved it. I thought it was pitched perfectly. Really, really amazing.
Well, I'm glad that we'll be getting more of that, and you get to see more of you in that show, as well as the brilliant, wonderful Couple Next Door. And it's due to air from the 14th to the 23rd of July. And it's 6 episodes across 2 weeks. They're going to air Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's right, yeah.
And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday the following week, which is nice, isn't it?
It
9
is.
o'clock, something nice to watch after tea.
Bit of binging.
People want to binge,
they
don't
do.
they?
They absolutely do. No time for anything else.
It's absolutely gripping, I have to say. It's an incredible show, beautifully acted. All the characters, you want to get to know about everything to do with them, and I think it'll be a great success.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I hope you'll come back and see us soon.
I will.
All right. Well, all the best with this, and we'll see you very soon. But Annabel Scholey, thank you for joining me. Virgin Radio.